Hi there, I'm Sandy Alnock. Welcome to Two Things in a Rant. Thing number one, my hair is long enough on bad hair day I can do pigtails. How awesome is that? It must mean I need a haircut. Number two, today is Yell Fudge at a Cobra Day. Yes, apparently we're all to go yell fudge at noon at the same time because cobras gag when they eat fudge and they cringe when you even say fudge around them. So apparently that's supposed to keep them away. Silly holidays. My rant today is an answer to a question from Frances, and she asks, where do you gather your inspiration? Do you take the time to plan your cards out before by hand? By the time I find some alone time in my craft room, I hit a creativity block. Do you have suggestions on how to overcome this? Oh, wow. My answer to this question is different now than it used to be. I used to go to blogs and Pinterest and YouTube and Instagram and stuff, looking at what everybody else did and trying to get Kickstarter ideas from them. And what I would often do would be to take a card that I really liked from one person. One of my favorites, I'll leave her link in the doobly-doo down below, is Amy from Pickled Paper Designs. She's amazing. She is astonishingly talented as a designer, and she always did something with her layouts that just got me excited. So I would go to her blog and I would find a card that tickled my fancy that day, and I would case that card, but just a little differently. I would change the stamps or change the colors or use different papers, whatever I wanted to do that would be different. And then I would case my own card and do the same thing, try to take another step away from that. And then I would case that one and take another step away from that. And by the time I was done, I'd have 3, 4, 5 cards in my stash, but I also had one at the end that really didn't look anything like the one at the beginning. It was just that inspiration trail that got me there. And there might be some of those in between that would be okay or would be idea starters for something else, but at least it kind of loosened up the mojo, I guess, and got me started. What I do nowadays, though, is very different. I don't follow a lot of blogs. I don't follow a lot of crafters on Instagram or Pinterest or anything because I don't want to take a chance on absorbing so much of what everybody else is doing that I don't come up with anything new myself. And since I make so many videos, I need to come up with new stuff all the time. So where I get my inspiration from now is the products themselves. Whether it's the stamp set, and I like to color all the stamps in a set because I want you to have a reference for where the shadows might go on all the different images in the stamp set. So instead of just coloring the bear and putting that on a card, I color a card with the bear and the chicken and the flowers and the tree and the whatever to try to show you how you can use everything together, but also to show you where the shading is on all of the images. Can't always do that, but I try, and that leads me to trying to find different ways rather than just like plop, 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 plop all over the card. I try to come up with creative ways to use them, and I let those stamps, whatever the theme is, dictate what that will be. I just did a card with 2 sets of stamps, all the dogs and all the cats from 2 My Favorite Things stamp sets, and I had to come up with a card design that accommodated them all. That was a really long card design because I had a lot of stamps to fit in. Some of the stamps have smaller collections of images and I can do different things with them. And there's also the mediums that inspire me because some days I want to use Copic, some days I want to use watercolor, and some days I want to use pencil. And I try to rotate between all the mediums so that you get some inspiration on how to use different things, different products, and maybe different things will excite you. So if you're stuck, then just try to do something with a different medium or a different stamp set than you've used before, or something you haven't gone to in a while. Or go to Amy's blog in the doobly-doo. I'm sure she will inspire you with something she's got going on over there. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure you leave your questions in the doobly-doo, and you might get your questions as a rant. And I'll see you guys later.